the National Brand Innovation Awards 2022 with the theme Brand and the AFTFTA and the Opportunity in Africa was the board chairman for UBA Bank Ghana, Mr. Kweku Andoh Awotwi, said that there's need for every innovator to value their brands in order to be able to stand the test of time, not only for the producer but also for the customers.
I'm mindful of the theme, which is brands and the AFTFTA and opportunities in Africa. And I think it's a very good theme, a thoughtful theme, given where we are. So for those of you who have been paying attention to the AFTFTA, we know that it got signed just a few years ago, 2018. It's the largest free trade area in the world since the WTO was signed back in the 90s. 54 or 55 African countries are signatories to that agreement. It involves 1.3 billion people, and it has the potential to completely improve the lot of those 1.3 people. If you listen to the folks in the AFCFTA, they believe that they can improve the lot of over 100 million people, move them out of poverty, impact of over 400 billion to collective GDP, so you have to think, boy, if it was, it would be great. So what has that got to do with brands? And for those of you who are not students of economic history, when Ghana became independent, or Toyota, because they were part of a very deliberate strategy of export-led growth, where the countries felt they could grow and compete by exporting their best products. So in the 1970s, you hear of the emergence of the Asian tigers, Hong Kong, Singapore, South Korea, Taiwan. And they started out as these, South Korea, I remember them very well, these companies who couldn't do hardly anything. And now you have giants, you have Hyundai, you have all these other companies from South Korea, Samsung, LG, and they came out of a deliberate strategy of export-led growth. And so somewhere in there, even countries like India abandoned their import substitution growth strategies and adopted this export-led growth strategy, liberalized their economies, opened up, and realized that the way to really grow their economies is export-led growth. So what does that have to do with brands? I'm sure you've already figured it out. Brands represent value. When we think of the largest brands in the world, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, what do we think of? We think of value. We think of reliability. We think of, I like one of looking at the different, I went through the websites of some of the companies here, and I think one of the companies, do you feel that owns Indomie, a delightful customer experience. Those are the things we think why we would go to Google or Amazon or Microsoft. They represent reliability, consistency, value. And that is why Amazon started out 30 years ago, small company in Washington State in the US, and it's now one of the largest companies in the world and everybody uses them. Or Apple started out 30 years ago, started out in a garage somewhere in California, and everybody uses their products. What does that brand represent? Value. Not just value to you, the customer who uses it and has a reliable customer experience, but value to the shareholders and the sponsors who created those products. And guess what? It's not by accident that Apple is a $3 trillion company. Can you imagine how wealthy those sponsors are? Do we know anybody from Apple in this room? But the brand we know. It has value. So today, we are celebrating the brands we have here in Ghana. And many people outside of this country may not know of DRA. I hope that's not true. Flora, We Power, the E-Crime Bureau, Durafil, Duraplast. But if you establish that value, if you establish that customer experience, you have what it takes to go out into the rest of the continent and conquer it. Because people will say, this product is reliable, this product is creating the value that I want, and I will use it. And that's why we celebrate brands. And maybe that's why it's taken us such a long time to celebrate brands, because we didn't value and we didn't recognize the need of why and how important it is.
When we talk about branding, just as our keynote address has said, we are looking at the positioning of our products and our services, the positioning of our person. So we talk about personal brand, product brand, and we talk about the visibility that a brand must have.
For Emerging Brand of the Year, and there's this outstanding personality of the year, an outstanding brand communication personality of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, Sophia Kujanji, also of Zoom Lion. Girls wanna have fun. When you look at your
According to the head of sales for Duraplast Limited, Mr. Emmanuel Ofori Antwi, in his interview with Nation One TV, said that the awards is going to motivate them to produce more, and Ghanaians should expect nothing but quality of new products.
Mr.Emmanuel Ofori Antwi. I'm the head of sales for Duraplast Limited. We are located in the North Industrial area, plot number 10, 11, 12 of Dadiban Road. We manufacture PVC and HDPE pipes, as well as roto-molded products like water tank, like septic tank, like canoes, motor boxes, multi-purpose boxes, and the rest. Tonight we are here. We came here for the award for Brands Innovation Award. First of all, we thank the Almighty for such a successful program. Then also we thank the organizers for such an innovative and such a beautiful program we've organized. At Duraplast, we are always into innovations, always coming out with new products. And this award, I think, will motivate us more. So sooner, I'm going to tell the general public and the market that they should expect more things from us. Because at Duraplast, we always come out with new things. Roto products, then water tanks also. We are coming with various sizes for the water tanks. You know, we are really struggling to survive because of the exchange rate. Everybody knows what is going on. But then Duraplast, we are strong and we know how we manage our finances. Then also, we are also in a very competitive market. We have other strong players in the market. But then Duraplast, we know our strategy. We are very innovative, like I've already said. So because of the innovation, we are always sealing. We are always above the water, and truly, we are going to be ahead in the coming years.